Jonathan in
Okay,
Alabama, are you there?
Back on the line. Am I back on the line?
Yes,
Yes,
perfect.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. How you doing?
Doing good. What
Dumb
can we help
question.
you with?
I feel like you've answered that all night. Well, I have cut my father out of my life, which was an incredibly good decision, an incredibly thought out decision, and I am actually really proud of that decision. I have family members in my life who don't think it was a good decision. And aside from just telling them to fuck off, like, what are my options there? Because, like, they know a little bit of the kind of person he was, but I feel like it makes me look small and petty if I just say, hey, he was an asshole and he has no business in my life. But if I say, you know that my older sister had a scar on her foot because, and I quote, he was going to be the craziest person in his house. And, you know, like, there's like, some of us, none of their damn business. And, like, typically I don't mind telling people it's none of their damn business, but with family it's a little harder.
Yep, I feel ya.
So Jonathan, I'm curious, like, what are they saying exactly? Like, what is their argument, or what are they bringing up to you when they're saying, why isn't he in your life?
Typically, if anybody brings it up, which nobody seems to bring it up anymore, because I'm a bit of an abrasive person now, but typically it seems to be along the lines of, he's your father, you'll regret this if he dies, and, you know, that sort of thing, or reminding me of how his health's doing, and genuinely, I'm going to be happy and relieved the day he is dead. And there's not exactly a family-friendly way to put that.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I'm thinking about it, and even just in you describing briefly just how much, you know, pain and abuse that he put you through, without maybe being abrasive, or just being blunt about the fact that he hurt you in ways that's irreparable, ways that...
I have a sister who's dead. Like, she is literally dead. She was trans and she died away from us. In a city that was foreign to her. She died there when I was trying to save up enough money to go and figure out how she was doing and where she was. And because of that asshole, I did not have my sister in my life when I was mature enough to accept her for who she was. And that's not something I'm ever going to forgive. And nor do I see any reason I should.
No. That is certainly yeah.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to, Jonathan, is what is serving you. You know, if being angry at him helps make your life better, be angry. You know, I'm gonna quote our Lord of Levels from our sound tech crew when I say that saying "fuck off" is a perfectly acceptable answer. And if that's what's working for you, great. If talking to a therapist, if commiserating with family, if, you know, sort of sussing out the nuances of this complicated life, if there's value in that for you, if there's relief in that for you, great. If being mad and just saying, fuck no, I don't want to have anything to do with this conversation is working for you, then that's fine too. You certainly have that right. And I don't think that you owe it to anybody other than yourself to examine those feelings.
Can I ask a question, Jonathan?
I certainly enjoy... Oh, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I'm asking this from a place of having been in a similar situation where I needed to talk about why I wasn't talking to my dad, to family members who were asking why. And I'm wondering, would it be a different answer if he was already dead? Is the fact that he might hear about this, or the fact that it might get back to him playing into this?
No, it would be the exact same thing. I genuinely don't care what the man thinks of me.
Okay.
It'd be like, dang, it is just really tempting to compare people to Hitler when you're talking online, isn't it?
It's contagious. It's worse than the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
No,
I am so empathetic to that. And I'm so sorry that you had to choose to cut someone who should be there for you out of your life for good reason. It sounds like for very good reason. I would echo what Maddie was saying and say, all you need to say is, he has done some terrible things that I don't want to get into with you, but you need to trust me that I am making the right decision for me. Because if they can't do that, if they are earnestly worried about you, then that's one thing, right? And then they will understand that. If they understand that there's stuff, you don't want to get into it, it's hard, it's painful, it's anger inducing, and it's not a conversation you want to be having right now. Trust me as a person to make this decision and have it be a good one. Then they'll get it. If they don't accept that answer, then you get to say fuck off. Then you get to justly and rightly and feel good about the fact that they clearly are not prioritizing your mental health. They aren't prioritizing you. They care about somebody else. So either a version of you that's no longer, here, or your dad, or some other thing is motivating them, not what's best for Johnathan. So I'd say make sure that everyone who asks this question of you, you say, hey, trust me, there's stuff that happened. I don't want to get into it, but I've given this a lot of thought. This isn't a rash decision. This isn't an emotionally driven one. This is one that is best for my mental health. And if they don't accept that, then fuck them.
Yeah, that sounds fair. What I've been experimenting with is the more religious family members. I've been telling them that if there is a just God in the world, he knows what that man did, and that man knows what he did, and I know what that man did, and there's enough evil in the world without everyone knowing what that man did.
Yeah, that is a good answer, and that should be enough. And if it's not, then you have every right to put distance between yourself and those people. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Secular Sexuality, empowering people to say fuck off.
It's an important part of consent, being able to not consent.
Yeah, and occasionally get their fuck on. Week to week, different types of episodes.
Different kinds of fucking happening. No. I appreciate you calling in, though, Johnathan. We do need to jump to another call, but as you continue to go through this, feel free to give us another call. We'd love to talk with you more.
Absolutely. I love all the ACA shows. Thank you.
Glad to hear it. Take care.
Bye.
Take care of yourself. Put on your own oxygen mask and tell the people that you need to get out of your life to get out of your life.
Yes. Agreed.